Hey everyone, I'm Isaac and welcome back to Isaac Reviews 2025. Netflix has never been the best at marketing their animated movies, often waiting until the last minute to release even a single trailer. But there was one movie this year that they gave a lot more attention to than they otherwise would. And surprisingly, it wasn't K-pop Demon Hunters because I doubt even Netflix expected it would become such a global sensation. No, instead, Netflix's big animated movie this year was a little something called In Your Dreams. They really seemed to have faith in it being their next Oscar winner, and with the kind of concept that it had, it seemed like it had the right materials to be one of the year's best animated films. Although once we saw what it would look like, I wasn't immediately sold. I still held out hope that the movie could end up being good, even if I highly doubted it would be anything spectacular. But now that I've seen it, ooh boy. It's not the worst animated film to come out this year, nor is it the worst Netflix film to come out this year, but In Your Dreams is without a doubt one of the most disappointing films of 2025. It centers around two kids named Stevie and Elliot, whose parents are on the verge of splitting up. So, in an attempt to save their marriage, they go on a journey through the dream world to find the Sandman and have him grant their wish. I love the concepts, both the one about dreams and the larger theme about divorce. Granted, this isn't the first time Netflix made an animated movie about divorce, as they previously did so with Spellbound, but that movie was terrible. Feel free to write a whole essay in the comments about why I'm wrong for saying Elliot is a selfish brat, but that's besides the point. Point is, while In Your Dreams is nowhere near as bad as Spellbound, it's still pretty bad, and nowhere is that more apparent in how it executes its ideas. It can never stick to a consistent tone, and the awful pacing does not help matters. One minute it's all sad as Stevie and Elliot have to deal with the possibility of their parents splitting up, which doesn't even happen in the end, and then the next it's another generic kids film with an abundance of toilet humor and MCU style quips. And it sucks because, like I said, the potential was absolutely there. If the film just had an extra 10 to 20 minutes in its runtime and cut down on the jokes, then this could have been something special. There were glimpses of that in the film, but they were very few and far between, and the rest of the film feels like it's suffering from an identity crisis where I wouldn't be surprised if there was a lot of corporate meddling behind the scenes. I also really liked the idea of the dream world, but that too felt underutilized beyond a single montage. I wasn't expecting an Inception level look at dreams, but they could have done a lot more with it. The characters also feel underwhelming as a result of the bad writing, either being an annoying comic relief or just there with not much to do. The voice actors tried to salvage this, but they could only do so much in that regard. The only other saving grace I can give this movie is that the animation is really good. The environments look nice, the character animation is full of energy but also down to earth when needed, the effects look fantastic, and the score is lovely. But the great animation unfortunately cannot save the rest of this movie. In Your Dreams is a well-intentioned but messy experience with terrible pacing and so many concepts that it barely explores, making it feel disappointingly dull. It's not the worst thing out there, but there's so much better stuff that you could be watching instead, both in theaters and on Netflix. So unfortunately, this is getting a 4 out of 10. Next time, I'll be talking about Wicked for Good. As one of the most anticipated blockbusters of the year, I will admit that this one wasn't quite as good as the first one, but I honestly liked it. So if you're excited for that review and others like it, then subscribe to the Isaac Harthy channel, and I'll see you all later.